Hey guys, it's Stephanie with How We Do Life. I've had a very busy couple of days, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to be filming anything. But I did want to share with you my pumpkin spice syrup for pumpkin spice lattes. Now, it's not just for that, it's delicious over pancakes, so syrup for your pancakes, putting it over ice cream or whatever your heart desires. It's just super yummy. It's perfect for the fall, so I thought it'd be great to do for the Vlogtober. So I'm excited to share this with you. I hope you guys love it. Please let me know what you think. I will see you in the next video. Like this video, thumbs up, and then also click to subscribe so you don't miss another video from me. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to make the pumpkin spice syrup for your pumpkin spice latte. I've had quite a few people ask me how I make it. I was inspired to make this by Hillary from My So-Called Home. I will link her channel below. And so all I need is this small saucepan here. Then I also have over here my pumpkin puree, my maple syrup, vanilla extract. I have some pumpkin pie spice, got some water here and some sugar, and I'll show you how I get all that together. Okay, so what I did first was I went ahead and I put my pumpkin puree in. I couldn't really do that without both of my hands. And then I added the pumpkin pie spice. That was 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree. I added 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, and I'm mixing it in with the puree, so that way it will absorb in the liquid a lot better. Just be sure not to get the pumpkin pie filling and get the pumpkin puree, the 100% pure pumpkin. So I've got that mixed together. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my stove. I have it on high. You can start lower if you'd like. Just be careful with it. I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 cup of water. Okay, I'm going to do 1 cup of water here and give that a quick stir. The lumps will, go away once it starts warming up. But so I have that 1 cup of water. I'm going to do 2/3 of a cup of white sugar. And then I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see how skilled I am with one hand. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without making a mess. It's not always possible. I'm really good at messes, but at least I clean them up. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup in here, and I think that really adds, a really nice element to the pumpkin syrup. So I'm gonna just mix that together, and I also want to do 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. I'm careful about which one I get because I cannot have corn syrup, and so I want to make sure. There's quite a few pure vanilla extracts on the market that actually add high fructose corn syrup or even just corn syrup to their vanilla syrup. So make sure you read the labels and the ingredients unless it just doesn't matter to you. You can also make this sugar-free. I have done that before. And you just do a teaspoon of stevia extract, and you're going to need to bulk up your syrup because the sugar is, a bulking agent too, not just for sweetness. So what you're going to want to do is, instead of adding the 1/3 cup of maple syrup, 1/3 cup of maple syrup and the 2/3 cup of sugar, what I did was I did a whole cup of unsweetened applesauce, and it actually tasted so good. I usually use, I'll show you in a few minutes, I usually use the liquid stevia, but I make sure that it doesn't have any other additives. It just has stevia extract and grapefruit seed extract. That grapefruit seed extract is the preservative. So we're going to put this on the stove. We're going to let it boil. I'm going to turn it down a bit, probably to medium, and it's going to kind of, you know, do a strong simmer, a low boil for about 10 minutes until it is very syrupy, and then it will be done. You'll just set it to the side to cool and put it in whatever container you want. So I'll be back in a sec and I'll show you that stevia that I use. Okay, while I'm waiting for this syrup to boil, I'm going to go ahead and show you, if you wanted to do it sugar-free, doing 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce and then using this stevia liquid extract. The back of it shows that it is non-GMO. I don't even know if you can see this. It looks like it's getting a little bit blurry. I'm so sorry about that. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, fair labor, eco-friendly. 1 serving is 8 drops. There's 100 servings in this, and it's a 1.35 fluid ounces or 40 milliliters. But it shows, and it's in a plastic container, but the plastic is BPA free. I don't know, sometimes that'll still weird people out, but so it's totally up to you. I was a little misleading in the ingredients because there is another ingredient, distilled water. So there's distilled water, stevia, stevia extract, and grapefruit seed extract, which is an all-natural preservative. So this is the brand that I buy. I don't feel that it is bitter, because sometimes the stevia can be bitter. I am not a fan of most of the stevia powders, but this one I really, really enjoy. And I have noticed with some of the other liquid stevias, there's several ingredients other than stevia in there, and there's some preservatives and stuff that I'm not really okay with having. But anyway, the choice is up to you, but this one I highly recommend. And it looks like it's about to start boiling. I'm going to go ahead and stir it. I'm going to turn it down maybe to medium low, and let it go for about 10 minutes, and you just stir it every now and again, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Alright guys, so my pumpkin spice syrup is all done. I put it in this mason jar. I've only had it once so far, so it makes a little over half of a jar. So you can definitely double the recipe if you would like it, you know, for longer. This will probably last me maybe a week if I have them often. Just gonna go ahead and show you really quick my pumpkin spice latte. I guess it's not technically a latte, it is a coffee. If you have an espresso machine, you can definitely make yourself a latte with it. But I'm going to kind of stir it, and you can see how thick it gets. But I'm just going to you can make it as sweet as you want, as flavorful as you want. I usually do 2 to 3. This is a large, like, tablespoon. So I do 3, I put that in there, and then I usually do my milk next, or my half and half. So I have some half and half, and I'll just pour a little bit of that in there, and yes, that was my lid that just fell. So it's probably good for me. I put that in there, and my dad actually talked to me about this. It's like probably nothing like revolutionary for you guys, but he talked about what he does is he puts his sugar and everything at the bottom of the coffee cup, and that way he doesn't have to dirty up a spoon, or like when you go out somewhere and you have a coffee stirrer, most of the time they're opened already, and so other people have already touched them, and you might think that's weird, but we don't really care to use those. So he told me he puts all his stuff in first, and then he pours in his coffee, which I love to do that, and so that's what I do. So you fill it most of the way up, and then you get your whipped topping. This one is homemade, and I will insert a video or, you know, do a video on it. I already have it recorded. I just need to put it together. But here I have the Cool Whip that I made homemade. I don't need a fork. I don't know what I'm doing. You just take however much you want. I did this homemade with heavy whipping cream and sweetened it with a little bit of sugar. You could definitely sweeten it with stevia if you'd rather. But I like to put quite a bit on there if I'm going to be, you know, if I'm going to be having the calories and everything, I might as well go all out for it. Because I don't do this very often, which is why I only make one batch. So if I were to have this like every day, this would last me a week, but this will probably last me a couple weeks. And I haven't had a problem with it going bad, so you just use your judgment. Then I take the pumpkin pie spice and I put that on top, just kind of sprinkle it on there, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I feel at the moment. And there is the pumpkin spice latte. It's super yummy. I really encourage you guys to try it. And there you go, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.